My name is Bonnie. This is my story. I grew up in a poor neighborhood. The houses were old and small. The roads were dirty with dust. We had very little money. I met Macy when I was 7. She lived next door to me. Her family was poor too. We became friends very fast. Macy and I shared everything. We shared our food. Sometimes we had only one piece of bread. We broke it in half. We ate together and felt happy. Our clothes were old and torn. I wore Macy's old dress sometimes. She wore my old shoes sometimes. We did not care about that. We were friends, and that was important. The neighborhood was hard for us. Some kids were mean to me. They laughed at my torn shoes. They pushed me on the street. I felt very sad and scared. But Macy always protected me. She was brave and strong. She stood in front of me. She told the bullies to go away. They listened to her because she was not afraid. One day, a big boy took my bag. He threw it in the dirt. I started to cry. Macy ran to him. She pushed him back. She got my bag and gave it to me. The boy never bothered me again. I loved Macy for that. She was my hero. I felt safe with her near me. Our days were the same every day. We woke up early. We walked to school together. The school was far away. We walked on the dusty road. Our feet hurt, but we walked together. After school, we played near our houses. We had no toys. We made games from sticks and stones. We laughed and ran in the street. We forgot we were poor. At night, we sat on my doorstep. We looked at the stars. We talked about our dreams. Macy wanted a big house. I wanted new shoes. We smiled at our dreams. The dust on the road had a smell. It smelled dry and old. That smell reminds me of those days. When I smell dust now, I think of Macy. I think of our childhood together. Our shoes had holes in them. The rain came through the holes. Our feet got wet and cold. But we walked together, so we felt okay. Sometimes we had no dinner. Our families had no food. Macy and I shared water. We told stories to forget our hunger. We made each other laugh. Macy was different from me. I was quiet and scared. She was loud and happy. She always smiled. She always said good things. She made me feel better about life. I remember one special day. We sat under a tree. The tree was old and big. It gave us shade from the sun. Macy looked at me. Her eyes were serious. She took my hand. Her hand was small and warm. She said something important. She said, "We must make a promise." I said yes. Macy spoke slowly. She said we must stay together always. She said we must help each other. She said we must never leave each other. I felt tears in my eyes. These were happy tears. I held her hand tight. I made the same promise to her. We said the words together. We will always have each other. These words were sacred to us. They were more important than anything. That day changed everything. Macy and I were not just friends anymore. We were family. We were sisters. We were all we had. The other kids had mothers and fathers. They had brothers and sisters. They had big families. But Macy and I had only each other. And that was enough. We had nothing else. We had no money. We had no nice things. We had no good food. But we had us. We had each other. That made us rich. I trusted Macy with my life. She trusted me the same way. We told each other all our secrets. We cried together. We laughed together. We grew up together. Years passed like this. We stayed best friends. We stayed close. The promise lived in our hearts. Nothing could break us apart. Or so I thought. I believed our friendship was forever. I believed nothing could change it. I believed we would always be together. I was wrong about all of that, but I did not know that yet. Back then, I was happy. Back then, I had Macy. Back then, my life was simple and good. Those days were the best days. They were the only good days I had. I did not know I would destroy them myself. 10 years went by. We were adults now. Macy and I still lived in the city. We still saw each other often. Then Macy met a man. His name was Vincent. He was tall and handsome. He wore expensive suits. He drove a big car. He had a lot of money. Vincent was a businessman. He worked in a big company. He traveled to many places. He was very successful. Everyone knew his name. Macy fell in love with Vincent fast. He took her to nice restaurants. He bought her beautiful things. He smiled at her and made her laugh. I met Vincent a few times. He was polite to me. He spoke in a smooth voice. He looked confident and strong. I understood why Macy loved him. Vincent asked Macy to marry him. She said yes right away. She was so happy. She ran to my house. She showed me the ring. It was big and shiny. I hugged Macy. I told her I was happy for her, and I was happy. My best friend found love. My best friend found a good life, but deep inside I felt something else too. I felt a small pain in my heart. I did not understand it then. I pushed it away. The wedding day came. It was a beautiful day. The sun was bright. The church was full of flowers. Everything looked perfect. Macy wore a white dress. The dress was pure and beautiful. She looked like a princess. I stood near her. I was her bridesmaid. I watched Macy smile at Vincent. She looked so happy. Vincent looked proud. They said their vows. They kissed. Everyone clapped. I clapped too. I smiled. But inside I felt strange. I felt small. I felt left behind. I hated that feeling. I tried to forget it. After the wedding, Macy's life changed completely. She moved to Vincent's house. The house was huge. It had many rooms. It had a big garden. It had a pool. I visited Macy often. She showed me around. She was excited about everything. The kitchen was big. The bedroom was beautiful. She had everything now. Vincent bought Macy a new car. It was red and shiny. Macy did not need to work anymore. She stayed home. She decorated the house. She went shopping. My life did not change. I still lived in a small apartment. I still worked at my office job. I woke up early every day. I took the bus to work. I came home tired. My job was boring. I typed on a computer all day. My boss was mean. My pay was small. I barely had money for food and rent. I looked at Macy's new life. Then I looked at my life. They were so different. She had everything. I had nothing, just like before. But now it felt worse. Before we were poor together. Now Macy was rich, and I was still poor. She escaped. I did not. I felt jealous. I know that now. But then I told myself I was just tired. I told myself I was happy for Macy. I lied to myself. Macy invited me to dinner often. I went to her big house. We ate expensive food. Vincent was there sometimes. He was polite. He asked about my job. I felt embarrassed. Vincent seemed like a god to me. He saved Macy from poverty. He gave her a perfect life. He was everything we dreamed about as children. I wanted what Macy had. I wanted a big house. I wanted nice things. I wanted someone to save me too. But nobody came for me. Months passed. I still visited Macy, but something changed. Macy looked sad sometimes. She smiled less. Her eyes looked tired. I asked her what was wrong. She said Vincent worked too much. He left early. He came home late. Sometimes he traveled for days. She was alone in the big house. Macy said she missed him. She said the house felt empty. She said she felt lonely. I listened to her. I tried to comfort her. But inside, I felt angry. Macy had everything. She had money. She had a beautiful home. And she complained? I did not understand. I thought she was ungrateful. I thought she did not know how lucky she was. I went home to my small apartment. I felt bitter. The jealousy grew inside me like poison. I did not see it. I did not stop it. It just grew bigger and bigger. One day, Macy called me. She sounded excited. She said Vincent wanted to help me. He could give me a job at his company. I was surprised. I asked what kind of job. Macy said it was an assistant position. The pay was good, much better than my old job. I felt happy. Finally, something good happened to me. I said yes right away. Macy was so pleased. She said Vincent wanted to help her best friend. I started the new job the next week. The office was big and modern. Everything looked expensive. My desk was nice. My computer was new. Vincent showed me around the office. He explained my tasks. He was kind and patient. He made me feel welcome. I felt grateful to him. My job was to help Vincent with his work. I organized his papers. I answered his calls. I made his schedule. It was busy, but I liked it. Sometimes we worked late. Vincent had many projects. He needed help to finish them. I stayed with him in the office. We worked together at night. The office was quiet at night. Most people went home. Only Vincent and I stayed. We sat at our desks. We worked in silence. Vincent started to talk to me during these late nights. At first, he talked about work. Then he talked about other things. He talked about his life. One night, Vincent looked tired. He sat back in his chair. He rubbed his face. He said he felt exhausted. I asked if he was okay. He looked at me. He smiled a sad smile. He said marriage was hard sometimes. I did not know what to say. Vincent was Macy's husband. I should not hear this. But I stayed quiet. I listened. Vincent said Macy did not understand his work. She did not ask about his projects. She only talked about shopping and parties. He felt alone. I felt bad for Vincent. He worked so hard. He gave Macy everything, but she did not appreciate him. I understood his pain. Vincent said I was different from Macy. He said I was smart. He said I understood business and life. His words made me feel good. Nobody called me smart before. Nobody noticed me before. But Vincent saw me. He valued me. I felt special. More weeks passed. Vincent and I worked late often. We talked more and more. He told me his problems. I listened and gave advice. Vincent sat closer to me during work. Sometimes his hand touched mine by accident. I felt electricity in my body. I pulled away fast, but I thought about those touches later. I thought about them at home. I thought about them in bed. I could not stop thinking. Vincent praised my work all the time. He said I was excellent. He said his company was lucky to have me. He said he was lucky to have me. I started to dress better for work. I wore nice clothes. I did my hair carefully. I wanted Vincent to notice me, and he did notice. One night, Vincent brought coffee for us. We drank it together. He asked about my life. He asked if I was happy. I told him the truth. I said my life was hard. I said I felt alone. I said nobody cared about me. Vincent looked at me with soft eyes. He said that was not true. He said he cared about me. He said I was important to him. My heart beat fast. His words felt warm. They filled the empty space inside me. I wanted to hear more words like that. I started to compare myself with Macy. Macy had money and a house, but I had Vincent's attention. I had his respect. I had his friendship. I told myself Macy did not need these things. She had everything else. She had comfort and security. She did not need Vincent's understanding too, but I needed it. I was alone. I was struggling. I deserved something good. I deserved Vincent's kindness. I deserved to feel special. These thoughts grew in my mind. They became louder. They pushed away my guilt. They made me forget Macy was my best friend. Vincent and I became close. We talked like old friends. We laughed together. We understood each other, or so I thought. I looked forward to work now. I looked forward to seeing Vincent. I looked forward to our late nights together. Everything else faded away. Macy called me sometimes. She asked about my job. She asked if Vincent treated me well. I said yes. I said everything was fine. I lied to her. When I visited Macy, she talked about Vincent. She said he came home late. She said he was distant. She looked sad and confused. I hugged Macy. I told her everything would be okay, but inside I felt nothing. I only thought about Vincent. I only cared about myself. The trap closed around me slowly. I did not see it. I walked into it with open eyes. I was blind because I wanted to be blind. It happened one night. Vincent and I worked late again. The office was empty and dark. We sat close together. Vincent looked at me. His eyes were intense. He moved closer. I did not move away. My heart beat so fast. He touched my face. His hand was warm. He said I was beautiful. Nobody ever said that to me before. I knew this was wrong. Macy was my best friend. Vincent was her husband, but I did not stop him. I did not want to stop. Vincent kissed me. I kissed him back. Everything felt right in that moment. I forgot about everything else. I only felt his warmth. That night changed everything. Vincent and I became lovers. We met in secret. We hid from everyone. We hid from Macy. I lived two lives now. In the day, I was Bonnie, the good friend. At night, I was Bonnie, the secret lover. I was two different people. Macy called me often. She needed me. She cried on the phone. She said Vincent was cold to her. She said he did not love her anymore. I listened to Macy cry. I said nice things to her. I told her to be patient, but inside I felt nothing for her pain. After I talked to Macy, I met Vincent. He held me. He kissed me. He was warm with me. I was happy he was cold to Macy. I told myself I deserved this. I was poor my whole life. I suffered so much. Now I had something good. I earned this happiness. Macy had everything already. She had money. She had a big house. She had nice things. She did not need Vincent's love, too. That was mine now. I pushed away the guilt. I built walls in my mind. I created reasons for my actions. I lied to myself every day. Macy invited me to her house for dinner. She wanted Vincent and me there together. She wanted her family close. I said yes. I went to their house that evening. Macy opened the door. She hugged me tight. She looked so happy to see me. I felt sick inside. We sat at the table. Macy made good food. She put flowers on the table. She wanted everything to be perfect. She tried so hard. Vincent sat across from me. He looked at me. His eyes said secret things Macy did not see. She was busy with the food. We ate dinner together. Macy talked a lot. She talked about their anniversary. It was coming soon. She wanted to plan something special. Macy said she wanted to go on a trip. She wanted time alone with Vincent. She wanted to fix their marriage. She looked at Vincent with hope. Vincent said nothing. He just nodded. He looked bored. Macy kept talking. She did not see his face. She did not see the truth. Under the table, Vincent moved his foot. He touched my foot with his. I froze. Macy was right there. This was so dangerous. Then, Vincent did something worse. He reached under the table. He found my hand. He held it. His fingers wrapped around mine. I looked at Macy. She still talked about the anniversary trip. She smiled. She was so happy in her plans. She trusted us completely. Vincent held my hand the whole time. Macy never knew. She never suspected anything. I was her best friend. Vincent was her husband. We were safe people. I felt powerful in that moment. I had what Macy wanted. Vincent chose me. He held my hand while Macy talked. I won something, but I also felt dirty. This was wrong. This was so wrong. But I could not stop. I did not want to stop. I wanted Vincent more than anything. After dinner, I went home. I looked in the mirror. I did not recognize myself. Who was this person? What happened to me? But then, Vincent sent me a message. He said he missed me already. He said tonight was exciting. He said I was special to him. I read his words again and again. They made me feel good. They pushed away the bad feelings. They made everything seem okay. I fell asleep thinking about Vincent. I did not think about Macy. I did not think about my promise from childhood. I only thought about myself. The affair continued for months. Vincent and I met in secret. We went to hotels. We kissed in his car. We hid like criminals. Macy got sadder every day. She lost weight. She stopped smiling. She called me crying almost every night. I pretended to care. I hugged Macy when she cried. I stroked her hair. I said everything would be okay. But the night before, I was in Vincent's arms. I was the reason for her pain. I was a monster. I see that now. But then I was blind. I was selfish. I was lost in my own desires. I destroyed everything. The end came fast. One day, Macy went to Vincent's office. She wanted to surprise him. She wanted to try to fix things. Vincent was not there. His secretary said he was at a hotel. Macy felt confused. Vincent said he was at a meeting. Macy went to the hotel. She asked for Vincent's room number. She took the elevator. She walked down the hall. Her heart beat fast. She knocked on the door. Nobody answered. She knocked again. Then she heard voices inside. She heard Vincent's voice, and she heard my voice. Macy opened the door. It was not locked. She walked in. She saw us. Vincent and I were together. We were on the bed. Time stopped. I looked at Macy. Her face was white. Her eyes were dead. She said nothing. She just looked at us. I jumped up. I tried to speak. I said her name, but no words came out right. I felt cold all over. Vincent got up slowly. He did not look scared. He looked calm. He looked at Macy with empty eyes. Macy still said nothing. She looked at me for a long time. Then she looked at Vincent. Then she turned around. She walked out. She closed the door quietly. I started to cry. I ran after her, but she was already gone. She left the hotel. I never saw her again after that day. I went back to the room. Vincent was there. He got dressed. He looked normal. He looked like nothing happened. I cried harder. I said we needed to fix this. I said we needed to talk to Macy. I said we needed to explain. Then I said something stupid. I said now Vincent could leave Macy. I said we could be together now. I said everything would be okay. Vincent looked at me. Then he laughed. He laughed loud and hard. His laugh was cold and cruel. I stopped crying. I felt confused. I asked why he laughed. I asked what was funny. Vincent stopped laughing. He looked at me with cold eyes. He said I was stupid. He said I understood nothing. I asked what he meant. My voice was small and scared. Vincent spoke clearly. He said he did not love me. He said he never loved me. He said it was all a game. I felt like someone hit me. I could not breathe. I asked him why. I asked why he did this. Vincent smiled. It was an evil smile. He said he wanted to test something. He wanted to see if our friendship was real. He said, everyone has a price. He said even best friends can be bought. He said I proved him right. Vincent said I was easy to seduce. He said I was weak. He said a little attention was all it took. He said I was pathetic. I felt sick. I felt like I was dying. I asked if any of it was real. I asked if he felt anything for me. Vincent said no. He said I was just entertainment. He said I helped him pass the time. He said it satisfied his ego. He said he knew I was jealous of Macy. He saw it from the start. He used it against me. He played me like a toy. Vincent said he did not love Macy either. He said he did not love anyone. He only loved himself. He only cared about winning. I fell to my knees. I cried so hard. Vincent walked to the door. He left me there, alone. He did not look back. I stayed in that hotel room for hours. I could not move. I could not think. My whole world broke into pieces. I lost everything. I lost Macy. I lost Vincent. I lost myself. And it was all my fault. The news spread fast. Everyone at work heard about the affair. People looked at me with disgust. They whispered behind my back. My boss called me to his office. He said I was fired. He said the company did not want me. I packed my things and left. Nobody called me. Nobody wanted to see me. I was alone. I was ashamed. I was hated by everyone. I tried to call Macy many times. She never answered. I sent messages. She never replied. I went to her house. It was empty. Someone told me Macy left the city. She divorced Vincent. She disappeared. She wanted to forget everything. She wanted to forget me. Vincent continued his life. He found new women. He went to parties. He looked happy. Nothing changed for him. He was fine. But I was destroyed. I lost my job. I lost my reputation. I lost everything. I had no money left. I moved back to a small apartment. It was cheap and dirty. It was like my old apartment from before. I was poor again. I sat alone in that small room. I looked around. Everything came full circle. I was back where I started. But now I had nothing. Before I had Macy. Before I had hope. Before I had love. Now I had only emptiness. I found an old photo in my bag. It was a photo of Macy and me. We were young in the photo. We smiled at the camera. We looked happy. I looked at that photo for a long time. I cried. I cried for days. I cried for what I lost. I cried for what I destroyed. Macy was priceless. Her friendship was everything. It was pure and real. It was the only good thing in my life. And I traded it for Vincent. Vincent was nothing. He was trash. He was a cruel man with an empty heart. He was worthless. I destroyed my own family. I broke my own promise. I killed the only love that was real, and I did it with my own hands. Nobody won in this story. Macy lost her trust in people. Vincent lost nothing because he had no heart. And I lost everything. I sit here now in my small room. I am alone. I am broken. I am sorry. But sorry does not fix anything. Sorry does not bring Macy back. I betrayed my best friend. That is my sin. That is my punishment. I will carry it forever. I will die with this pain inside me. The dust on the road still has that same smell, but now it smells like death. It smells like the grave I dug for myself. We will always have each other. That was our promise. I broke it. I destroyed it. And now I have nothing at all. Thank you for spending a few quiet minutes with this story. If you felt close to the characters, or if one small moment made you pause and think, please press like. You can share this story with a friend, a learner, or anyone who loves simple English. And don't forget to subscribe to Teddy English Story. It's free, but it truly helps the channel grow. Subscribing tells us that someone out there is listening and waiting. Turn on the bell so you can easily find the next story. I'll see you again very soon.